Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that bang it. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat, it's just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rate now. Need teeth, cash app, and more PayPal.
Back in September, the Saints lost a thriller in their first game against the Panthers. Can Carolina finish the sweep? Find out next.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He'll get that complete. That's Justin Watson. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. That is a big gainer for the Saints. And even 50 yards. The man in motion is Watson. Carr now to throw on 1st down. Shaheed with the catch. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago. Part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Here's a handoff to Miller. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Kendre Miller, touchdown New Orleans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Good drop. So this defense headed out for the first time here in this 2nd half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now, second down throw from Carr. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Carr. To the outside, complete to Johnson. So this defense on 1st and 10. Carr. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. So now the they'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1.
All the offense is trying to do here is just get a little breathing room so that they can operate their entire system. But this defense, they sold out, brought pressure. The offense is lucky that that one didn't result in 2.
On 3rd down, they go with Miller. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
All right. And so this defense headed out for the first time here in the second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start the drive with Miller. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's got a man. That's Watson. Still going. And he will score. Justin Watson. Touchdown, Saints. So now this on first down, Carr. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. And before the try, remember, and we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it. First down throw for Carr. A quick slant, looked in by Watson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They run out of the gun with Miller. He's to the 25. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The man in motion is Watson. Back is Carr. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Carr. A pass taken in by Miller. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go play action with Carr. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not...
And he's got another one. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Great touchdown. So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. The man in motion is Watson. He'll run straight ahead with Miller. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Once again, it's Miller. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. A run up the middle with Miller. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. It is 3rd and 10. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year.
Defense ready to go to work following a poor performance in the loss last week. And the one we'll be watching is this man, head linebacker. After the turnover, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We can look at this defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Locke. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap to Locke. That is caught, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Block working out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We're scoreless after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. Here's Locke. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now is Locke. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando, as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Locke off a play action. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Locke going to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. That's complete to Slayton. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Goes to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Singletary again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of it?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. D.J. Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. Here's Locke. Connects with Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Locke. That's caught by Johnson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? Yeah.
The Carolina defense set to go to work here. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the...
Shot calling, pay what I bought.
Yo,
Yo, ça va quoi?
merci toi.
Ouais, ça va, ça va. T'es chez toi? Enfin, je crois que t'as pas besoin d'être chez toi, mais...
Ouais, je suis chez moi.
Parce que l'export, il est fini, là.
Ok.
Et je peux mettre sur ta page.
Ok, ok. Ouais, bah je suis chez moi là.
Et je crois qu'il y a une authentification et tout, là.
Ah, peut-être. Ah, mais ah, ok. Ouais, si, y a pas de soucis.
Et la dernière fois, en fait, ça a demandé ton mot de passe, après ça va te demander un code, on va aller sur YouTube, coucher le code.
Ouais, t'inquiète.
Ça va, toi?
Hein? Ouais, je peux.
Ah ouais? C'est dommage, là, je suis occupé. Dommage. Bon courage. Ouais, je disais...
Ouais, il faut que je valide quoi.
Ouais, voilà, c'est ça. Là, je me rappelle dans 10 minutes.
Ok.
Allô?
Vas-y, pas de soucis.
Ouais,
Vas-y,
ouais,
on fait ça.
Panthers defense rested and ready coming off the open week in their schedule. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
He fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mahomes going to throw. He's got him in, complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And shutting him off now open field. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team. The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. They go play action. Now Mahomes fighting through pressure. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The Carolina defense set to go to work here. They hold the lead here in this third quarter. But working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Oh, what a move. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. I mean, I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game. It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard...
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's second down at the yard. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from... The Carolina defense set to go to work here. Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love...
The Panthers ready to go on this next defensive possession. Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And out across midfield down to the 45. They'll come up first and 10 here. Mahomes to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the...
Dernier match.
Baker. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB loves to see INT, PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Throwing again is Baker. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's the give to Irving. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Mayfield now, blitz coming. On target to Godwin. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds Woods. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Baker throwing again. Got his target. It's Otten. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game.
First down, here's Baker. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Baker now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Godwin. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we can get burned deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Irving on the inside give. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Irving here from the gun. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He'll cobble together a yard there. That stop made by Derek Brown. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. He finds Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. On the give, this is Irving. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Dane Jackson.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Woods comes in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Back now, pressure on its way. That pass complete to Irving. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Well, the defense is really... Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing, Baker. Completed over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. He breaks a tackle, and he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Third down, here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Desperation time here on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Buccaneers at a 2-score deficit. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Mayfield to throw again. Has it in close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Setting up to pass. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2 points. Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right side. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. To throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that brings up 4th and long. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the pick.